Hey everybody, it's Cannonman from Rage Quitter again. As you can tell, I'm already starting with an God damn it. As you can tell from the website, I'm in the midst of the whole summer drought. This is when I made the last one of these, and I have very little to play. I tried to force myself with Mugen Souls, which was not that great. I haven't finished it yet. I don't even know if I'm going to at this point. So what I have been doing to kind of kill the time rather, until I finish. What I have been doing in order to kill the gap between releases is I've been playing a bit more on my PC, which is not something I regularly do. And since I've been doing it a bit more often, I figured I might as well talk about it. Stop saying It's one of the things you don't usually see on my website. I don't talk about Steam a lot, and I don't play PC. I'm not one of those high-functioning imbeciles, high-functioning individuals who master the PC and can play on the controller. It's not something I've been, or on the keyboard. It's not something I've been very good at, but I have been playing a couple of things, and some of them have really kind of stuck out to me. First I'd like to talk about is a free MMO called Neverwinter. It's not related to Neverwinter Nights. That's the first question everyone asks me when I talk about it. I usually hate MMOs. I have no interest in them. The grind bores me to shit. It's just not something I enjoy. However, this one in particular, it seems to have more of a action-based combat focus to it. Everything's a lot faster. There's a bit more precision. They leave these when in fights. There's usually red rings or cones or some sort of indicator you're about to be attacked, and you can. I use kind of a great weapon fighter, and his ability is a dash, so I can dodge from side to side, loop around. It's very fast, and it's kept me pretty interested. Usually when I play an MMO, I quit out maybe about 10-15 levels in. In a rare instance, like with Warhammer Online, I get to 20. But in Neverwinter, I'm now pushing 30, and I'm still playing it. So that's better than most MMOs have done for me. Everyone keeps, and I feel that maybe the reason I'm enjoying it is because I don't have WoW goggles, which mean, and I shouldn't even have to explain it. Anyone who's played WoW just automatically dismisses any MMO that comes out after it because it's not WoW. I'm sure it's fantastic, but I've seen what it does to people, and I hate the concept of paying monthly for a game. It just annoys me. I don't want to fucking do it. I really should script this shit out better. In any case, so it's free to play. It's done by Perfect World, which was another MMO. That was, I think, a Korean-based company. I keep looking at my fucking reflection instead of the camera. It's a Korean-based company, I think, and they produced the Perfect World MMO, which I dabbled with, maybe about 5-10 levels tops. It didn't really hold my interest, but this one is. So, I mean, it's free to play. It's in open beta right now, so I don't imagine it's going anywhere because they're charging people real money for their in-game currency, which I haven't needed yet. So, I guess I could say I'd give it a recommendation. It's interesting enough to hold my for me. Fucking So for most Steam users, a lot of you people know this. There's I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't play a lot of these games. But my buddy gave me a free invite for Dota II. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, or DOTA or Dota 2, whatever. It's one of those MOBA games, the massive online battle arena, whatever. Steep learning curve, but the reason I gave it a shot is I was a big fan of Warcraft 3. I know, I won't play a while, but I love Warcraft. RTS style kind of RPG action game. Huge learning curve. I mean, this game is very intimidating to play right out the gate. It just kind of throws you into it. Am I recording? God, I hope I'm recording. It just kind of throws you into it, and there are like a billion characters. All of them have different abilities. They're all, I felt lost as shit when I first started playing the game. My buddy kind of walked me through it. I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of irked that it's only online. There's no campaign mode because we established that I don't care for multiplayer. It's just not something I like. But I've enjoyed the couple of games I got to play with him. I'd like to assemble a whole team of 5 and get a few games in, and then I haven't dabbled with the online because I'm told the community can be pretty shitty and immature, but I've heard the same thing about League of Legends and whatever the other ones are. It's pretty cool. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I mean, having a free copy is definitely given me more incentive to play it, and I am looking forward to doing more with a team. But it doesn't seem like something that's going to hold my interest for very long. I'm not a super I'm competitive, but I'm not really super competitive on these types. I'm not interested in getting into a lot of the online matchups, but I'm willing to give them a shot if we can find a team. So that's definitely one I'm probably going to fiddle with a bit before my next releases. And then there's a handful of games from when I purchased a couple of the Humble Bundles that I really liked. One of them wasn't actually from... One of them was Binding of Isaac, which I really like. It's got kind of that kind of classic, original Legend of Zelda dungeon kind of layout to it, but it plays like the 2 analog shooters, or 2 keypad shooters, I guess in this case. Thousands of items. I almost thought it was made by the people who do like Castle Crashers and Battle Block. Sound down. It's got that kind of goofy animation to it that kind of reminisces of the Behemoth Studio stuff, but it's definitely a game that I managed to plunk a good amount of time into. Just sit down and just start blasting my way through. The problem is that I have with it is that there's about 1 billion fucking items, and not all of them are good for you. Some of them, can hinder your progress, reduce your strength, slower your speed, take away hearts, and it's frustrating because the game's not exactly easy. And I'm sure, I've watched some playthroughs on YouTube of people just tearing through the game and getting some good item drops, and there's items that will let you know what shit is when you go to pick it up in-game, but I haven't unlocked them, and it's a difficult game. I think the main thing that kind of drove me through it was just trying to beat it once. I haven't played it with any of the DLC content, but I would probably do. I don't know why I said I would. This is just terrible. This is terrible. Now we know why I failed all of my speech classes. Anyways, yeah, I played it through. I managed to beat the game, I think, 1 time, and I haven't really gone back to it since, because it's frustrating. But it's pretty good. It's available on Steam. It's available on Steam, so I'm assuming it's inexpensive. I haven't looked, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. One that my buddy sent me for free is a game called Don't Starve, which has kind of, I guess, noir kind of pencil graphics, I guess you would call it, maybe paper cutout-y. I'm not sure how you would describe the graphics, but the premise of the game is you wake up on an island and you need to not die. I enjoy that kind of concept because I was a big fan of the Lost in Blue games on the DS. I've played, I want to say there were 4 of them, maybe just 3. I enjoyed all of those. I was always pretty good at that, and it follows sort of along the same line. You walk around an island, you collect stuff. You use the stuff you collect to survive, to build new stuff, make better stuff, eventually get weapons. I don't know what the end game is, and that's probably the biggest. It's probably the biggest frustration of the game. Is that I fucking suck at this. One of the biggest frustrations of the game is that I really don't know what to do after I've started surviving, because I've gotten to the point where it's like, hey, I've made it like 2 weeks. I have weapons, I have armor. I have this nice little camp that I have set up. I'm not starving. I've got food growing. But now what do I do? I mean, the islands are huge, or the maps are huge, and I've never been able to fully explore them without, because the big thing you do is you see something new and then you get daring, and more often than not, whatever you're trying to test will get you killed. And then you have to do it all over again. And it gets frustrating to have to go through all of the beginning shit all over again. So, I like the game a lot. I've played it a bunch. But I don't know how it ends, or if it ends, and that's probably why I've trailed off on that. One of the other Humble Bundle games that I really liked was one called Jamestown, which I didn't really have any expectations to going in. It's one of those kind of Ikaruga-style shooters. You're your little guy flying around the bottom, and just bullets and shit flying at you. But what's funny about it is that it has this kind of colonial sci-fi premise. Like, it's the story of the settlers, only it takes place in space, and you fight aliens, but then you meet Indians, and there's redcoats, and it's really goofy, but it's got that great kind of 8-bit pixel charm to it, and it's fun to play. It really is pretty good. So that's probably one of the ones that I like. That was one of my favorite Humble Bundle purchases. So that's pretty much what I'm playing on the computer right now. That's pretty much all I'm playing right now. I have a bunch of games I'm looking forward to in June. Last of Us, Dead the Pool, Remember Me. A lot of those are, got some things coming up in June, 2 more in August. I'm definitely looking forward to the new Disgaea and Tales of Xillia and Dragon's Crown. So I'm going to have a busy summer, but as it stands right now, I guess it's not really the summer drought now that I'm thinking about it. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Playing some shit on PC, waiting for my summer releases. So check out some of the quickies that I've done on #nerd if you don't want to read the full, the huge diatribes that I write. And I'm trying to come up with some new video concepts now that I've got some actual video editing software in my capture card. I've been playing around with some of my Let's Play type videos just as I feel things out, so hopefully the quality on those will get better. Thank you for reading, thank you for watching. I'm going to try to keep going with this site as long as I can, so cut it, Chris, you have nothing else to say. Thank you for watching.